Many thanks for rejoining us again. And the program is Good Morning Abuja showing only on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5. And that feature you just watched on time management sets a tone already for this discussion, talking about time management skill. And I have an educator with me here as well as a counselor to do justice to this topic we have before us this morning. Help us welcome Bishop Obina Ofana to the program. Bishop, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We all know that any time lost cannot really be regained back. And anything we want to do is trying to adjust and achieve things. And like we said, setting our priorities right is a key to managing time as we discuss time management this morning. So let's start in a simpler term. What is time management? What is it all about?
Well, thank you so much for the question. Um, Time management can be simply defined as a conscious articulation and appropriation of time to events and activities so that we can get the desired goal or outcome.
Okay.
Yes.
What a short and accurate definition. And now, how do you think we should prioritize our schedule each day we wake up every time?
Well, everybody, individually, this matter of time is something that you can take it home individually if
Okay.
you want to understand it because everybody is born differently
Yeah, yes.
and our ideologies, our orientations are not the same.
Besides,
Because of the differentials in our ideologies and orientations, it makes people's approach to time different. First, there are people that they don't even know who they are because if you don't understand purpose, you can never do justice to time management because purpose is the beginning of understanding why you are where you are and doing what you
what
are
you're
doing.
doing,
If you don't
yes.
get these things defined mentally, accurately, you will never see the need for time because, like a worker that knows that he's not just going to work or she's not just going to work to make money. You're going there to impact people, to make a difference. Now, this knowledge will make you know that time is money, it's not your pay. Or what about the other persons that are, within your sphere of contact? You must be able to impact them positively for them to also be able to maximize their times as it touches what they do or what they want to achieve at the end of the day.
Okay. We need to allocate time to things we do each day.
Yeah.
We are here to talk about it. It's just like a reminder of who we are every day and what we are about to achieve each day. Because each day is designed for different purposes and achievement. Now, as we discuss time management skill this morning, we want you to take us through the tools or method that you think one can use in order to get things done smarter and in an easier way.
Okay. Individually,
Yes.
individually, prioritizing is key. You wake up in the morning, you should know what you do between your wake up time, let's say 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. or 7:30 before you hit the road. What should you be able to achieve at home? Um, there are some people that go to the toilet and they stay 20 minutes because they enter the toilet with their phone. Now, this person is not a time conscious person. If you are, you know already if you go to work, whether you come, especially when you have this Nigerian factor mindset.
What do you mean by that? Nigerian factor mindset.
Yes,
Okay.
Like I work, I don't work because my name is already on the payroll,
Okay.
they will pay me.
Okay.
It's a mindset that most
And there's
Nigerians
another
have.
thing they call African time.
Yes, that's the worst because now you have people to come. You want them to come for a meeting or for a gathering. They'll be like, okay, the time is stated for
Let's say 10 a.m.
10 a.m. You see people coming by 12. and then they will be asking you, sorry to use pidgin English, they don't start. Why would you even think about that in the first place? They say 10, make it 10. If you come by 10 and they don't start, now it's their problem. But this problem cannot be solved because of one discussion, or even if you have a seminar, you have to start from the grassroots, making children understand that time is of essence in every matter.
Okay, thank you very much for that response. That is a very quick and smart one. Now, we want you to help us deal with this issue of procrastination. People always feel that we still have time to meet up, and they say time waits for no one. How should we balance that up as you address this issue of procrastination?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Procrastination is something that every human being deals with
Okay.
because we procrastinate when we are not sure of the outcome. We procrastinate when we are not sure that the reward that is due for us on a certain matter will come to us. If we know that there is a reward that will be given when it's due, we won't procrastinate.
At all.
So procrastination is a product of our environment as Africans, mostly, yes. Because an average Nigerian or African knows that what we are told when we were much younger, that you go to school so that you have a good life. Now people go to school and there is no good life. So if you tell the person to go to school, procrastination will naturally set in. This thing I'm doing, what will I get in the end? But if the reward system is properly set, procrastination will die naturally. Because if you're procrastinating, now you know you are robbing yourself of the reward system in the environment where we find ourselves is so poor that people will graduate and then they'll have to wait for their ancestors to give room for them to get a job. That's the reason why people are not up and doing. But if we want to deal with the issue of time in Africa, Nigeria as a case in point, we have to work on the reward system.
Okay.
Children should understand that if you meet up, even in offices, honorariums should be organized or put in place. Best staff of the year. If you put that and people know that when you work
They will
and get
consciously
that,
start
yes,
working.
that's how to deal with it
Yes.
naturally.
Okay.
But you see, someone will put his best, and then you are rewarding someone that doesn't come to work because maybe he has the word is he has a connection.
Godfather.
Exactly.
Connection, that is the word. Thank you so much. This as we deal with this African time, because this time management skill is very important. If you don't, if you are not aware of something, you won't be able to achieve much. Now, how can we deal with any time lost? How can we recover any time lost?
Okay. I'll answer the question in two ways.
Okay.
First way, um, from the point of an individual,
Okay.
and then from the point of an organization. For an individual, when you lose time, the best way to recover is to double up.
The best way to recover is to double up. I want to hold you there. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we will continue. Yes, we are here and we are still talking about how we can manage our time. Want to go on this quick break? When we come back, we will continue with the discussion. Welcome back. If you've just tuned in, we are still here and we are discussing about time management. Before we went on that break, we were trying to talk about how we can actually recover any time lost. Can we really recover it?
Time cannot be recovered, but it can be made up for.
Made up for.
Yes.
How?
Like someone that is supposed to naturally, given the settings that we have in where we find ourselves, Nigeria now,
Nigeria.
By 26, you should have graduated and served if you follow the trend. You should have graduated and served by 26. Okay, now you didn't graduate or you have not graduated and you are 26. You've lost 26 years, if we should put it at that. That is, if you started school at one, but we don't do that. So we start by six most times, four, five, six. So let's say you've lost 24 years. You're supposed to have graduated. How do you double up? If you're working, you can go to school. Thank God for institutions like Open University.
Yes.
You see, now you are working and you're schooling. That's how you double up on that. If you are supposed to be married at 30 and you are not married and then you are 40, you've lost some years. You can't pick that back up. What you do, you double up. How do you double up? Find a woman of not of the class you would have married from back then.
When you were 30 years
Yes, you
ago.
could marry 18 to maybe 20 plus. But if you're 40, you've passed it. You need a matured woman that will help you recover, make up for the time you've lost. Because I don't want to go into the woman part, so I won't deviate so much.
Okay.
Because at 25, she's still struggling with her stability.
Okay, all right. As I know we are talking about time management and it has to deal with that aspect also. Going forward and moving forward. Now, how do you think, in your own view, as an educator as well as a counselor, think we should be able to manage our time efficiently so that we could have a substantial result and achievement?
Okay, I left something at the other point.
Okay.
Individually, how you recover.
Yes.
You look for what we call the critical time.
Okay.
This is for an organization now.
Okay.
Critical path. You have to find it. The shortest minimum time of achieving a project or an activity. Find it, then work towards that. But for picking up your question here is picking up.
Yes, how we can manage our time effectively, efficiently, so we don't sit down and say, oh, if I had known, I've wasted time. Going forward and in trying to provide solution, how to manage our time efficiently.
Okay, there are tools you can bring in at this juncture.
Okay.
Sticky notes can work for someone who is a little bit disciplined. You put those notes by your refrigerator, television,
Your bedside.
reminding yourself of what you should do. You have your phone too. You can set your activities in your calendar. When the time comes, when it gets to that time, something like an alarm will go off on your phone and it will remind you. For an organization, a chat will do.
Okay.
Yes, you schedule your activities using a chart. Microsoft Excel can help you. Google Suite can help you. Google Calendar can also help you.
Okay.
In fact, I recommend, I'm not advertising for them.
Okay.
Google Calendar
can help. All right. As we deal with time management, we want you to add to it how we can manage our time if we want to multitask.
Okay. Multitasking is something not everybody can do.
Yes.
Because there are people that have not even discovered their work methodology. Work methodology here is you have serious and unserious things to do, if I should use those words,
Okay.
or simple and difficult things to do. And you give them maybe a computer operator. So one could start with the simplest one. As you're doing it, you see, you tune your body to a particular frequency of production.
Oh.
So if you understand your work methodology, then you can now find how best to multitask.
Okay.
If you're someone that works with simple tasks before the difficult ones, I won't encourage multitasking.
Okay.
Because simple tasks are already a handful for you and you want to multitask. So multitasking is something that only an individual that has come to a place where they understand their work methodology and found their strength. There are people that can work under pressure and some will buckle under pressure.
Yes.
So if you will buckle under pressure, why multitask?
Okay.
So discovering your work methodology is key. You must know how you function, what works for you. If you're a strong-willed individual, then you can multitask. It's not something I will recommend for everybody.
Okay.
It won't work.
All right. Like you said, it is not everybody that is set out for multitasking.
Yes.
I know women are very good in this area when we bring it to home front.
Okay.
Yes.
On the home
Yes.
front, yes.
Yes.
But on the work front, no.
Okay. We are not here for argument, we are learning. Okay. All right. Finally, before we go, we want you to talk to us, advise us as we try to manage time, what we should do so that we don't break out, we don't burn out the whole energy we do, and what we need to do more to set out our priorities so that we can achieve more in life.
Thank you for this question. It's important.
Okay.
Time management. Because if you don't understand your stress level, breaking down is a certainty.
Yes.
You must understand. When the headache starts coming, when the fatigue starts setting in, when the composure is no longer there,
Yeah.
diminishing returns, you should be able to spot these things on the go, even without a tool.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're a boss and you see your workers, you should know their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yes.
When you know these things and you start seeing diminishing return in a particular person, give them a break.
Okay.
Break is important.
That is important.
If That's why I like the whites. They go on vacation.
Oh, you can go on vacation as well. We can go on vacation as well.
Vacation will work.
Okay.
But that's in the spirit of going on break.
Okay.
Go on a break. One hour break, 1 week break, 1 month break. Go on a break. Give your body rest. And some people will go on a break and then they'll go to their personal projects. Rest.
Rest. If you are going on a break, rest.
Rest. It's for resting.
All right.
Yes. So if you understand these things, then you will know what to do. Then prioritizing is important. Because if you spot out your fatigue points, you should be able to prioritize. Because when you prioritize, you'll be able to know. I actually use the word dependencies here because it serves better than prioritizing. Because dependencies, they are tasks that must end before another one will start. So put your energy on this one and then finish it.
Okay.
Take a break, then start the next one.
All right. Thank you so much for your time with us on the program this morning. Personally, I have learned a lot from your wealth of knowledge. We do really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Wow, we've been talking about time management, and we've heard from our resource person, a counselor, an educator, Bishop Obina Ofana, and he has talked to us a lot. In trying to manage time, set your priorities. In trying to manage time, one thing after another so that you don't burn out. Time management is very important in our daily lives. Now we're going to go on this quick break. When we come back, we have more for you. Stay with us, please.